plot. And then over here is the time series chart. Time series chart always has time on the x-axis. In this case, it's the years of Triton's life, 7th grade, 8th grade, 9th grade, 10th grade. You always, almost always put a broken axis in for there because time did exist before Triton was in 4th grade. Okay, he was even in previous grades before that. The only time you wouldn't is if you were saying like, this is my career and this is the first year I was a teacher or something like that. Then I guess there really wouldn't be anything before the first year. But if it's just like a year like 1990, even though that might be where your data begins, that's not where time began. All right, so I've got 4th grade through 11th grade down here. I'm going to write down that these are grades. And then over here, we're going to have his awkwardness scale. Do we need to go 0 to 10 for that?
Yeah. No.
No, what's your lowest?
It's 5.
5. And I would have picked you, Andon, but Triton's got another year on you here.
Well,
We got more
I guess
data.
Technically, I am his same age, but I'm also, I just got held back a year. So.
Gotcha. All right, so 4th and 5th, he was at 10. And then 6th, I got this wrong, don't I? Here and here. I was just a little off on my scale. All right, 6th is 9. And so is 7th and 8th. 10th or 9th went down to 8. 10th went down to 7. And 11th dropped down to 5. And then for a time series chart, you do connect all the dots. So a scatter plot, you just leave them disconnected. Oh, and by the way, on a scatter plot, everybody, what if you have 2 of the same number?
They just be in the same row.
Well, it'd be exactly the same point, right? So what you do is you just make it a little bigger. The point just becomes a little larger.
Well, how are you supposed to tell how many?
You can't. The idea is to try to figure out a correlation between the two. And frankly, if you have like a whole bunch of data points that are hitting the same dot, then maybe you need to be more detailed. You know what I mean? Like if we had a whole bunch of data points that were hitting the same dot with height and hand, then I'd probably say, you know what, let's go by tenths of centimeters on the hand. I bet we wouldn't have overlap then. And let's go by centimeters on height. We probably would, you know, like I'd just be more specific. If you have a couple, that's fine. Okay. That's what a time series chart is. It always has time on the bottom, like years or grades or time moving forward, and then some sort of trend over time. You see a lot of these at like business type meetings, right? When they're talking about like their profit loss over the quarter or whatever it is. Okay, so tell me what we've done so far. Page
63.
Page 63, numbers.
17.
34. Wasn't it like 35?
17, 24, 26,
24.
27.
24, 26, 27. Okay, thank you. And then let's add in the last 2, and that'll be it. We're going to do... $30 and $31. And that whole assignment is due on Monday.